He's finally here. He's finally here. We get to see him. Let's see what the heck this Birdman is all about. Everyone's favorite bird boy. Let's take a look.
Awaited my return.
Oh, and there he is. 3 mana, 1/5. When allies attack, summon an attacking sand soldier. And he levels up when you've summoned 10 units. So yeah, he is kind of like an aggro card. He's kind of like an aggro, fill the board and go in kind of card. He's got 5 health though. He's a 1/5. He's a tanky aggro card. That's cool.
It is time. Shuriman, see what I see.
All right, and there's the sand soldier that he summons. Yep, we knew that.
I am honored. You dare.
Ooh, nice.
Shurima's strength is yours.
Yep, we saw that one too. Oh, and he is an ascended. He is an ascended as well.
Glorious sacrifice.
So he should have 3. I forgot he's gonna have 3 level
Remember
ups.
this day.
Or 2 level ups. Emperor's Divide, which is his ult in League, by the way. Slow speed spell, 7 mana. Give enemies vulnerable this round and summon 6 sand soldiers. Sure, dude.
While they falter, our power grows.
Sure, dude.
I have risen, and with me, Shurima.
Nice, 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 nice. I want to see. I actually want to watch that again.
I have risen, and with me, Shurima.
Amazing. Amazing. He just picks up the Sun Disc all by himself. Incredible. I would expect no less from the Emperor of Shurima. All right. 3 mana, 2/6. Hard to read text because of the background. That's a little awkward. When allies attack, summon an attacking sand soldier. That's the same as before. When you summon an ally, give us both +1/+0 this round. When you summon an ally, give us both +1/+0 this round. Okay, so he's about the same. But now if you can keep him healthy and then level him up. If you can keep him healthy and then level him up, he becomes, he could become like a 7/6 or something, which doesn't generally matter. Oh, this round. Okay, this round. So he's maybe more like a 4/6 when he attacks, which doesn't generally matter, especially if you can't give him overwhelm. So he doesn't really change much. The point is you're summoning sand soldiers every time he attacks. And then the bigger thing is when you summon an ally, give the other one +1/+0. That one does matter. Giving Azir extra attack, meh. Giving other units extra attack, pretty good. Sure. And the Sun Disc is going in there.
Your Emperor commands.
Oh, nice. I like that there's a little spear animation even when they don't hit the Nexus. All right, he levels up the Sun Disc.
My destiny awaits.
Yes, cool. 6/6. Oh, what? Nasus and Renekton both get to be 10/10 and Azir only gets to be 6/6? Whatever. When I level up, replace your deck with the Emperor's deck. What? Whoa. And then draw 1. And then when allies attack, summon an attacking sand soldier. What is the Emperor's deck? Whoa. What are those? Shimmering Mirage. What the hell is that? Shimmering Mirage. Summon an exact copy of an ally. It's ephemeral. Ascend to greatness to get a powerful new deck. It better be completely unfair. Because otherwise it could hurt you. Okay, that was unfair. All right, it's unfair. Okay, good stuff.
They cheer on me. Our legacy is eternal.
Hey, D-Mod. Wait till you see the 10 cost card. Ooh, okay. All right, we got to take a look at this guy now. That was incredible. Ooh, expansion. Ooh, expansion. That's correct. Okay, so Azir, 3 mana, 1/5. Now this is, I didn't check. I didn't check in the video, but it says you've summoned effect. You've summoned 10 plus units, not an I've seen. So Azir actually levels up really easily. Summoning 10 units in a deck like this is not going to be hard. You can see the Emperor deck since they don't have the rarity icon. Okay, we'll get there. Holy my goodness. Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. 3 mana, 1/5. Pretty good. And then every time anyone attacks, it doesn't have to be Azir. Anytime anyone attacks on your side of the board, you summon a Sand Soldier. And he progresses towards his own level up, which is really good. So what's really, really cool about Azir is how easy he is to level up. And you know, running him in a Buried Sun Disk deck makes a certain amount of sense. Like, even if it's not a very aggressive deck, running him in a deck with the Buried Sun Disk makes sense because he's really easy to level up. And so you're going to level him up, and the Sun Disk is going to see that, right? The Buried Sun Disk is going to see the Azir level up pretty quickly. And that matters. I mean, Azir Hecarim. I mean, yeah, you could also do Azir Hecarim. That's going to be a whole different deck. That's going to be a whole different deck. But since he's in Ascended and he levels up easy, it would make a lot of sense to put him in a Buried Sun Disk deck. Heck, you could even stick him with Renekton. You could just actually go full aggro with the Buried Sun Disk. Oh, is that good? Is it good to go like Azir Renekton, mono Shurima, and be like a bit of an aggro tempo deck, and then if you don't just kill your opponent, you get like the Buried Sun Disk? That sounds good. That sounds really good. When allies attack up, and then he levels up after you've summoned 10 units. He doesn't even have to see it. He doesn't have to be there. You just summon 10 units. And then when allies attack summon an attacking Sand Soldier, when you summon an ally, give them both +1/+0. That's about the same, but now all your units are just hitting a little harder, right? If you attack with them in the same round that you summon them, right? So if you are still an aggro deck, you're getting value out of Azir's level up, right? Because every time you play a unit, you buffs him, and then you attack with it that turn. But if you're summoning units on defense, I mean, you're still getting the bonus, right? Even on defense, this is pretty good. This is like a Grand Plaza effect that doesn't give Challenger. That's pretty good. This is like a Grand Plaza that doesn't give Challenger. That's and he's a unit. Yeah, that's a pretty good card. This is a pretty good card. But then, when you level him up again, when you restore the Sun Disk, you replace your deck with the Emperor's deck. And I don't even know what that means. And then you draw one. And then whenever you attack, you summon a Sandstone Charger, which is we know what that is. That's the 5/2 ephemeral, right? Incredible. All right, and then his champ spell is Arise. 3 mana burst speed, summon a Sand Soldier, create a fleeting Arise in hand. Oh, it just summons the Sand Soldier. Oh, I don't like that one. I don't like this one as much. 3 mana for a Sand Soldier. If you top deck this in the late game, I mean, sure, you can play it like 3 times. It's burst speed. It's burst speed. Oh. It's not focus. I was honestly thinking focus speed. You're right. It's not focus. It's burst speed. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, this could actually be useful. Yeah, this can be useful to like answer open attacks. If your opponent is open attacking with a huge board and you only have a couple units and one of them's Azir and you don't want to block with Azir, you just be like Arise twice, spend 6 mana, block 2 big dudes, potentially level up Azir. Yeah, okay, yeah, that is good enough to see play. It is still 3 mana for a 1/1. Now in that deck, it might be 3 mana for a 2/1. I don't think it's main deck, but it's decent. Yeah, I think you're right. Amuni. It's not, I don't think you'd put this in your deck on purpose, but there will be times when you have a second Azir in hand and you're like, oh, cool, I have this Arise to like save my behind. Plus, like, if you've played the thing that gives all soldiers +1/+0, this can be like a 2/1. If you have that and a leveled up Azir, you're suddenly you're summoning 3/1s. Like, there'll be times when this is actually like useful. Like literally useful. Cool. And we have Emperor's Divide. We saw this in the trailer. This is like this is like a bad Powder Pandemonium, right? This is Powder Pandemonium's big brother, or you know, like a Powder Pandemonium that hits its maximum potential. But like, you're never getting 6, right? There's no world in which you play this and you actually get 6 Sand Soldiers, because you're always gonna have something on the board. You're either gonna have like the landmark, or you're gonna have like an Azir, or you're gonna have some other unit. So at best, this gives like 5, probably closer to 4. But it does push Azir's level up. This one shouldn't be 7. If it were like 5 mana summon 4, honestly, this would be better. This would be a better card, because that's generally what's gonna happen. Is you're generally gonna summon 4. We'll just have to see how good that Sand Soldier deck is. If it's really easy to get Sand Soldiers up to like huge attack stats, then maybe this will be good. Then maybe this will be fine. If you have Azir at like 8 out of 10, and you're summoning 4 of these, you get 2, and you know, and you've got the thing that gives everything, you know, gives all the Sand Soldiers +1 +0. You'll get 2 2/1s and 2 3/1s. And then you can like, and then everything's vulnerable, and you can like mix and match around the way you want. Okay, that's not bad. Emperor's Divide, it's really expensive, but honestly, it's not terrible. But I don't think it's gonna make the cut. It's not terrible, but I don't think it's gonna make the cut for these Azir decks. And then the last card that you can actually put in your deck from this set, from this reveal today, is Rite of Negation. Kill an ally or destroy one of your mana gems. Okay, all the rights allow you to destroy mana gems. Kill an ally or destroy one of your mana gems to stop all enemy fast spells, slow spells, and skills. Excuse me? Excuse me? Ionia dead? Keck? What? Rite of Negation. Fast speed. Destroy a mana gem to deny everything on the stack? On the all enemy things on the stack? What? What? Imagine being good for only one card and another region gets a better version of it? I mean, Ionia doesn't have to break their own mana gems to do it. Okay. How often? All right, first thing we have to ask ourselves with Rite of Negation, how often are you going to use this to stop multiple things? How often are you going to use this to prevent multiple skills and spells? Probably not that often. Like, there are scenarios obviously in Ionia where you like deny something and then they play a second thing, and like you deny, like in the past there've been like deny, you know, and there'd be change, and obviously Rite of Negation would like fix it all. But like, it'll be a hell of a mind game though, and a massive middle finger to Karma. It really is. Like, poor Ionia, dude. Like, people literally splash Ionia so that they can play Deny. And now people can also splash Shurima so that they can play Deny. Ah. It stops them all. Now the downside, obviously, if you're hitting one thing, now the thing we need to say is that if you are only denying one spell, if your opponent plays like Ruination and you play Rite of Negation, it's better to deny that, right? I would prefer to deny a Ruination rather than just Rite of Negation a Ruination. Generally speaking, right? Because, you know, deny doesn't force you to kill your own unit or lose a mana gem. But a lot of times that doesn't matter. Sometimes that does matter. Sometimes that matters, but a lot of times it won't. So the question is, how often are you going to use this to its full potential? How often are you going to use this to deny like 3 things? And probably not that often. So I'd say this is like kind of on par with deny. There are certain situations in which this will be more powerful, But in most situations, I think it'll be slightly less powerful, but not hugely, like not significantly most of the time. So this is basically just deny. This is basically just a deny for Shurima, and that's stupid. Yeah, it's just a deny that's not in Ionia. That's so ridiculous. I can't believe they did this. I can't believe they did that. Man. Incredible, dude. Incredible. Okay. So that's all the cards that are in this reveal. Now we have to take a look at what the hell is the Emperor's deck. Let's take a look at what Azir replaces your deck with. 4 mana, Crumbling Sands fast, obliterate an enemy follower and draw 1. Okay, yeah, that's insane. 2 mana, 5/4 with Fearsome, draw 1. Do they all draw? Oh dear God. 2 mana, 5/4 Fearsome, when I'm summoned, draw 1. Eternal Gladiator. 7 mana, 10/7 with Barrier, when I'm summoned, draw 1. Round end, the strongest enemy and I strike. Jesus Christ. 5 mana, General's Palace. Enemies are vulnerable. Round start. Wow, finally something that doesn't draw you a card. General's Palace landmark. Enemies are vulnerable. Just straight up. Just enemies straight up are vulnerable. And then round start rally. Dear God. Dear God. And we got Golden Herald. 5 mana, 6/6. Play and round start. Summon 2 Sand Soldiers and grant them +2/+. That's crazy. I'm already hyped for Ascended's Call reaction. Ascended's Call. 10 mana slow speed. Oh God. You have to spend 10 mana on a slow speed spell. Rally. Summon Renekton and Nasus, immediately level them up to level 3. Oh boy. Summon Renekton and Nasus. Immediately level them up to level 3. Do you get to wait, Amuni. Do you have to sit through 4 level up animations? Do you have to watch Renekton? Do you have to like summon Renekton, watch him level up to level 2, watch him level up to level 3, and then summon Nasus, watch him level up to level 2, watch him level up to level 3? Is that what's gonna happen? Or do you just get them? You just get them at level 3. Oh, that's so funny. Maybe that's how you get more Sand Warriors. I forget what they're called. They're called Sand Soldiers. Yeah, we saw those. We saw all the ways to get Sand Soldiers yesterday. Rob, did you already see Azir's level animation? Yeah, it was sick, dude. It was sick. All right, and then we got Sandstorm, 9 mana slow. We saw this in the trailer. It just obliterates 3 enemy units or landmarks. Sure, great, excellent. Blow stuff up, why not? And then Shimmering Image, a burst speed spell. Summon an exact copy of an ally. It's ephemeral, draw 1. Huh. This is like, wait. This is just the mirror image that LeBlanc makes, but instead it's 1 more mana and burst speed and can be used on anything. And it draws you a card. Poor LeBlanc, dude. Dude, rip. Fucking rip LeBlanc. Shimmering Mirage. Summon exact copy of an ally. It's ephemeral, draw 1. Sure, why not? And then Emperor's Prosperity, just 2 mana burst speed, draw 2. So that's incredible. I love this. When I level up, replace your deck with the Emperor's deck, then draw 1. That's so fun, dude. That's so fun. There's an insane pasta on Swim stream about LeBlanc earlier. Yeah, I'm sure there was. Can't find it, Sag. That's okay. Oh, okay. So Azir looks pretty good, and he looks fun as hell. I love his Sand Soldiers. I love the way they work. I love that they reward you for hitting Nexus. Or I guess they don't really reward you as much as they punish your opponent. Your opponent is really put in this weird situation of like, oh, I should probably block these 1/1s. Like, I need to block these 1/1s with Ephemeral, because if I don't, they'll hit my Nexus for 2 instead of 1. And that's really annoying. So I have to start making all these weird blocks that I don't want to make. And, you know, at the beginning, they'll be fine. They'll be like, oh, sure, I have a 2/2 and a 3/3. I'll just block some, you know, I'll just block your 1/1s. But over time, those now he has a 2-1 and a 3-2, and then those are gonna block, you know, Sand Soldiers, and then they're gonna have like a 2-1 and a 3-1, and they can't block anything anymore, you know, like they die now. They die to Sand Soldiers, and I'm just gonna keep coming, you know. Sand Soldiers just gonna keep coming. That's so cool. That's so cool. Azir's incredible. Azir's my new favorite champion, confirmed. I want to play with the Emperor's deck. How do you win? If you're going up against an Azir and they level up the Sundisk, they get to level 3 Azir and they just get the Emperor's deck. How do you play against it? Do you just like concede? I guess none of these cards have healing. None of these cards in the Emperor's deck actually have healing. They're just busted. So if you can, you know, if you're in a dominating position, it's actually not over. If you're like mega winning and the opponent levels up Azir, it's not like you suddenly lose. You still do have a chance. So neat. But yeah, Ascended's call is silly. This just wins the game, right? Summoning level 3 Renekton and level 3 Nasus and rallying, like even on defense, this is like a mega field rush. This is like a field rush that hits twice as hard, right? This is incredible. Okay, we got patch notes. We got some patch notes today. So obviously we got the new cards, new region Shurima, new keywords, countdown, yeah, predict, reputation. We know all that. We know all those things. We are well aware. Card updates. Okay. Card updates. Aphelios. Base stats 3-3 to 3-2. And then 4-4 to 4-3 at level 2. He just lost a health. That was it. He just lost a health. We want to flatly decrease Aphelios' survivability and increase counterplay. Given the power and versatility of his kit, we will continue to monitor his performance and make follow-up changes in the future if need be. That is not what I thought they would do. That is not what I was hoping they'd do either, but that's not bad. Aphelios only having 2 health really does hamper him. This is certainly a nerf. One of Aphelios' big strengths is he does, you know, the whole point of him is that he's really good to just have. He just provides value over time. And if he is on the board for less time, I mean, that'll do it, right? Now, the thing is, Aphelios is in Targon. He's a Targon champ. And the other thing is that, you know, Targon decks, especially Aphelios decks, tend to run health buffs, right? They run Pale Cascade, they run Sunblessed Vigor. And so 2 health is actually kind of more like 4 health or 3 health. But it still helps, you know? That's a good nerf. This is a good nerf. In theory, he dies to Mystic Shot, but most times, you know, you'll play... Actually, a lot of the time, Aphelios' play patterns, he generally wants to come down on turn 3, but with a Nightfall. And a lot of the time, when Aphelios gets played on turn 3, he won't have enough mana to protect him that turn as well. So he'll just die to Mystic Shot the turn he comes down, you know, if you play him on turn 3. This is good. This is definitely a good thing. This is definitely a good nerf. And then they said, given his power and versatility, we will continue to monitor his performance and make follow-up changes in the future if need be. What did you think they would do? What I thought they would do is make it so that he actually acts the way he says he acts. Right now, Aphelios' text says each round... Let's see if I can zoom in here. I can't. Right now, his text says each round, the first time you play 2 other cards, create the Phased Moon Weapon in hand. And that's what his level up form does too, but that's not actually how it works. What he should say is each round, the first time I see you play 2 other cards, create the Phased Moon Weapon in hand. Right? but that's not what he does. That's not what he says. I thought they would change it so that he would actually do that. I thought he would change it so that, like, if you play a card and then you Nightfall Aphelios, you've already played 2 other cards, and thus you cannot create a phased moon weapon, which essentially means playing, you know, Nightfalling Aphelios gets you a phased moon weapon, or it gets you, you know, you get to choose whichever moon weapon you want, but then you can't create another moon weapon in that turn that you play him. Similarly, when he levels up, he wouldn't reset his counter. He wouldn't reset. Right now, if you create a moon weapon and then play a moon weapon, and that levels up Aphelios flips, and then if you play 2 more cards, you get to create another moon weapon. And if they changed it so that he works the way his text actually says he works, stuff like that wouldn't happen anymore. And I thought they were going to change that.